Welcome to the California Stories podcast from My Wine Radio. Hear California Stories each hour following our 15-minute music sweeps. We have cool things to do, fun places to see, and sometimes just great trivia about California. California Stories on My Wine Radio. In this episode, an update on the California grape harvest, plus information on the drought and harvest 2021, a beer benefit for the SPCA, a new Napa Valley resort is opening, and a Frank Sinatra and Rat Pack favorite Hangout in Palm Springs is having a grand reopening. Plus, Disney is closing and opening stores in California and nationwide. California's wine grape crop looks to be light for this 2021 harvest season. This is from winebusiness.com. It's early in the game, but as harvest kicks into gear with grapes for white wines coming in now and reds starting soon, some varieties are picking out light, particularly along the North Coast and even more so in certain specific vineyards. With a lighter crop of whites, growers have been able to move through fields fairly quickly, and with inventory relatively balanced, scheduling and deliveries have been smooth so far. The National Agricultural Statistics Service released its Pacific region crop production forecast, estimating California is on track to harvest approximately 3.6 million tons of wine grapes in 2021. A more typical California harvest would yield close to 4 million tons of wine grapes. Overall, it's going to be on the light side from what we can see, Allied Grape Growers President Jeff Bitter said. There are early reports of some North Coast vineyards with yields down as much as 50%. The report goes on to say a lack of winter rainfall led to dry soils, which led to an uneven bud break and uneven growth early in the season. The drought may have positive consequences in terms of better quality this year, said Mark Greenspan with wine growing consulting and vineyard management company Advanced Viticulture. He goes on to say it's not a slam dunk that the drought is going to yield better quality, but it could have a benefit. Dry Creek Vineyard has announced the beginning of its 50th harvest just one day after the winery's anniversary of 49 years of family winemaking in Sonoma County. This historic vintage was marked with the arrival of 10.35 tons of Sauvignon Blanc from one of the family's estate vineyards. Dry Creek says that competition is at an all-time high in our industry, so being true to our wines, our vineyards, and the terroir of our region is more important than ever. Instead of getting sucked into the increasing corporatization of the industry, our family winery is bucking the trends and is an increasingly rare breed. We are proud to be looking towards celebrating our 50th anniversary in 2022. Our goal is to continue forward into the future as an iconic, family-owned heritage brand reflecting the true essence of Sonoma County. Get more information at drycreekvineyard.com. Oakland-Grown Ale Industries Brewery is featuring homeless pets on their cans. This is from mercurynews.com. Ale Industries is highlighting cats and dogs from the East Bay SPCA. We felt it was important to get as many of the East Bay SPCA's available animals on beer can labels as possible, Ale Industries CEO Uni Zhang said. Our goal is to create awareness of how many adorable animals there are waiting at the East Bay SPCA and how the community can help. We're hoping this helps drive adoptions and also highlights other available animals. Each of the 20 unique labels contains a QR code that leads to an adoption webpage with details on the featured pet. In addition to helping out with adoptions and awareness, proceeds from the sale of this pet-centric beer will go directly to the East Bay SPCA. 4-packs are available at the Ale Industries Fruitvale Tap Room. They can also be purchased with local delivery or UPS shipping to 38 states via the Ale Industries website, which is aleindustry.bevv.com. Four Seasons Resort and Residences Napa Valley is now confirming reservations. Representing Napa Valley's first and only resort set within a working winery, guests will be treated to an incomparable hospitality experience centered on exceptional food, wine, and spirits, plus wellness-inspired amenities, authentic service, and an approachable yet elevated environment akin to its locale in the charming town of Calistoga. General Manager Mahindi Eftekari adds, "This is an exciting moment for our Four Seasons Resort Napa Valley family as we open up reservations and begin planning guest visits. The property proudly delivers an authentic luxury retreat without pretense, bringing a distinctive laid-back wine country ethos and style of hospitality that can only be found in the illustrious Napa Valley. Scenic vineyard views, exceptional wine and cuisine, holistic wellness, high design, immersive experiences, and so much more await guests at this ultimate new wine country oasis. You can find information online at fourseasons.com. Frank Sinatra's Palm Springs Hangout, the Purple Room, has reopened. The Desert Sun reports after a troubling year of being closed due to the COVID pandemic, the Purple Room Supper Club in Palm Springs is poised for a comeback. The venue, which has played host to a number of Hollywood personalities in the 60s and 70s, was a favorite hangout for Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack, and it has now reopened in Palm Springs. The Purple Room raised more than $100,000 through GoFundMe last April in a bid to avoid shutting permanently. KESQ quotes the owner, Michael Holmes, "Due to the extraordinary gifts of our friends, audience members, and performers, it is possible to see a bright future with all of the joy, dining, and entertainment that has been missing these past 16 months. Michael Holmes is the owner and also a featured and beloved performer. He owns the historic desert location, having bought and restored the venue in 2015, and says, "We can't wait to embrace you all in person and celebrate life again." Get more information at purpleroompalmsprings.com. Disney stores in California are among the dozens nationally that are set to close in the coming weeks. This is from Patch.com. 17 Disney stores in the Golden State are listed on the company's store locator as ones that will close soon, as Target plans to open more than 100 Disney shops inside a variety of their stores nationwide. The announcement brings the number of stores Disney plans to close to 97. Stephanie Young, the president of Consumer Products, Games, and Publishing for Disney, told USA Today in March the company has been focused on meeting consumers where they are already spending their time, such as the expansion of Disney store shop-in-shops around the world. We now plan to create a more flexible, interconnected e-commerce experience that gives consumers easy access to unique, high-quality products across all of our franchises. Thanks for checking out the California Stories podcast from My Wine Radio. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. You can hear California Stories each hour following our 50-minute music sweeps at mywineradio.com. We'll see you next time on the California Stories podcast from My Wine Radio.